Hi, it's Kim, the Hypertufa gardener. Welcome today. Thanks for stopping by. I have an old cookie pan with pumpkin faces. We're going to make Hypertufa pumpkins out of these. A cute Halloween craft. So join me. Now, here is a little cookie or candy tray that I got at a tag sale. I'm going to try this for a little Halloween craft. What I'll do is spray with the release agent, and then I've got some popsicle sticks that I'm going to put in each of these. I hope I can keep the popsicle sticks from getting real cementy, but I guess that remains to be seen. But what I'll do is just press the mixture in, and these can make little maybe a little planter stick or something like that to put inside one of my flower pots. Maybe a little pot of mums or something like that. And it'll just be sort of the shape of a little muffin or cookie. And I'll just try to keep the ends nice and make sure I get a little pellet into that stem, because we want them to have a nice shape. Now, I am not sure exactly how the little pumpkin face will display, but we're going to find out. So, get another one. I've only got the one tray so far, but I can keep an eye out at garage sales this fall for when somebody's done with theirs, and I'll get me a new one. Okay, just press that in. Hope you can see this. I hope I got everything positioned okay. But I think this will make a cute little addition. Now I have a little tray that I can make for other shapes too. But this is the particular one that I have for Halloween. But you know as well as I do that there are all kinds of these shapes for every holiday. So you can make probably something like this for each and every holiday. But it'll look cute to decorate things up. Let me put another stem. Now these might be cute just lying on the ground or the soil surface if you don't want to put sticks. I thought I might try sticks just to see how that works out. I'm pressing very, very hard on that because I do want to get a good imprint of the little jack-o'-lantern face. Now I can shape these up afterwards with a rasp, just like we do the Hypertufa pots. If I have any of this left over, I can just make a Hypertufa rock, stone of some kind to put down into one of the pots. Okay, that looks pretty good. That's really nice. I need my water bottle down here so I could give it a little quick spray. Make sure it stays hydrated until I'm ready. But now it is getting here into the later or the mid-October range where we need to have our plants and everything in. I've been working to get my plants inside because there are quite a few that I don't want to die. I want to keep them for starts next year, or if they'll work out real well, I can have a pretty nice sized mother plant to go on to the next year. So hopefully that's what I'll get to have. And one more. Now thinking about it, using these wooden popsicle sticks, I could have soaked them in water so that they would be wet and hydrated to put into here. And perhaps that's something I should have thought about and should have done. And that would make them be more likely to bond easily. But when you do yours, you might want to consider that. Get that nicely. Okay, I've got a pretty big mound on that one. I think it looks good. I think I'll add a little bit more on each of these just to try and secure that popsicle stick and to try to be sure that I've pressed hard enough to get a nice little face on the other side. But these will almost look like big giant cookies. I think that's going to be really nice. Okay, kind of messy. You can take a lot of extra time with yours, see if you can get a cuter outcome. But this is my first experiment. I used this for the other project, so it's getting just a hair dry. Don't want too much water in it though. Put just a little more on top of this one. Looks pretty good. Now, got that one ready. Everybody's got a little extra to mound him up nicely. He looks a little bit cheated on, so put a little bit more on him. There. Now let's see what that looks like. I think all these rough edges I can rasp off or use a steel wire brush to clean them up, meanwhile keeping the little head on the other side. Now, I don't think I've ruined my sweater this time, maybe. Okay, I think that looks good. Now I'll get a big bag those up, and set them for a day, and we'll pop them out tomorrow morning. And with what's left over, I think we're just going to have a big rock. Not a big, but a tiny rock for one of my containers. Let me set him over to the side. And it's not too cold this morning for me to just go on out and clean all this up in the garden hose. Now this will be pretty decent rock for me. There we go. And he can go into a basket or some paper. So we'll get that wrapped up. Now this just folded piece of plastic, we'll just make a wrap for this rock. Oops, I didn't get it cut all the way. Okay. Now, I'm just going to put this over here with my other project. And this one can probably go inside here. I'll need to be careful not to pull off the little sticks, but I'll tuck that underneath. Well, after 24 hours, the cookies were ready to remove, so I unwrapped them from the tent that I'd had them setting in, and they were as hard as stones, so I knew they were ready to come out. So I sort of upended them over the plastic that we'd had them wrapped in. Unfortunately, they didn't fall right out. We had a little bit of trouble getting them out, but eventually they did. Okay, we did get some to fall out. One stick came out, but not the whole cookie muffin. So let me look at these. I can see the imprint of the little face. It looks like we might need a little bit of texturizing around the edges, and I'm not sure the little stick is going to be real secure. But overall, I think they turned out pretty cute. They could be lying in a planter, or if the stick worked, I might need little slender skewers. You can see that one just comes right out.
Okay.
You can see the little stick comes right out of that one. So I don't know if I don't have it in enough. I've got it in that far, and it would have been better to bury it with longer sticks. But overall, it's a cute little pumpkin muffin to lay in a planter. These could be painted, but I think it worked out pretty good overall. So if you see anything like this, little heart molds, it's one of those Wilton Enterprises I picked up at a garage sale. for just, I don't know. Wait a minute, there's a little price. Looks like it says 69 cents. I got it at a thrift store. And that's worth 69 cents if it makes a cute Halloween project. But as you can see, I have quite a few of them. I will fix one up, texturize it a little, and I'll show you what it looks like. But this is a semi-success. I wanted to show you my successes and my failures. But I like it. It's cute. Okay, you can see all of my little almost brownie looking pumpkins that I've gotten out. 2 of them have lost their sticks, but basically what I'm going to do is just take them and use my rasp and just kind of texturize a little around the outside. Get rid of the excess edge. And there's a little tiny bit around the stem. We do like to have a good stem. I'll just get that all fixed. Now where my stem has come out, I'm going to go ahead and just take that off. And while it's still green, you can see that it will come off real easily. So I think he turns out really cute. A little bit of a strand there. But that makes a cute little pumpkin. Painted, not painted. I'll just put these in to dry just a little bit once I finish all these. But we've got a cute little pumpkin to lay down in my planters. I think he's cute. Okay, now what I'm going to do with my little pumpkin face, I don't know if you can see its little face very clearly. I'm just going to take these edges, and I've taken the stick out. I'm going to file off the bottom to kind of give me some flatness. And then just make sure the sides are all rounded off. Like this. Almost like filing a nail. And then for my stem here at the top, I just want to just make sure my stem shows real well. Maybe just finesse the stem a little bit. And then on around to the other side. Some of these came out better than the others. But this one looks pretty good. So I'm pretty pleased. The face is not too well defined, but I think it's cute. It's going to make a pretty addition to any of my fall pots. A real artist paint our pumpkins here. And so we've got the poster paints and our little filed in pumpkins already. You can see how cute that one's going to be. And we can give it a green stem, little orange face, maybe even put black in its eyes and its nose. But it makes a cute little pumpkin to put in the flower pots. Don't you think that's going to be cute? I like it a lot. What do you think, Jacob?
Well, I like a brown top with little highlights of green. So I'll go back onto it later and get the green, little bit of green up in there. Maybe even a little tiny bit of yellow. Because that's how I see a pumpkin. Now, there has to be yellow.
I think I'm the one that messed this part up right here.
Another precision.
My daughter and I and my grandson finished up the painting of our little pumpkin faces, our little final Halloween craft this year, I hope. and I think they've turned out really well. The type paint that we used was a water-based paint. These are just basic poster paint colors that we already had, and so we've used those and a small paintbrush so that we can get into the details. But they turned out pretty nice. Now, some we did the brighter orange, some I like just to be brown and a little more muted in the landscape. But the kids like the brighter colors, so it really looked like a pumpkin face. But it was very easy to paint. And for these ones that we did put out in the flower pots, they've been rained on several times and they've kept their color real nicely. Here at the end of the video, I have a photograph, and you can see on the blog post a few of the photographs that I've included. So be sure to check out my blog and see the rest of the images that I have there. But I can either press these down, put the stick down through the soil so that they have a real firm ground to stand on. Those sticks seem to be kind of interchangeable. You can pull them out or put them right back into the hole if you want. See, this one looks real cute in amongst the orange of the sedum that's turning. But try it, you may like it. But thank you for watching today. This is what's going on in my Halloween garden. I'm glad you joined me. Stick around and watch a few more of the videos. My pumpkins, skulls, and little pumpkin faces have all made my house look pretty spooky for Halloween. What have you done for yours? Let me know in the comments.